All right, that's the global market action, but how will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in to tell you just that, the trade setup, the stocks that are likely to be in the news and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. First up, Vivek, let me come across to you. What is the market setup looking like today?
Well, good morning. We are actually ending the last week of trade as far as 2022 is concerned on a very, subdued note, especially as far as Indian markets are concerned. Last week, we were ranked underperformers, but let's have a look at the kind of handover the global markets have given. A flattish positive close as far as US markets were concerned. However, the Nasdaq as well as S&P 500 closed lower for the third straight week, last week. Now, when you're talking about European markets too, very flat cues and, most of European markets as well as US markets saw very thinly traded volumes on the back of this being a holiday week for them. Today, in fact, a lot of markets across the globe, equity markets across the globe are closed. Now, when you're coming to crude oil prices, this is going to be one worry that we'll keep an eye out for. Brent futures ended up over 2.5%, almost up to $83 a barrel. This is on Friday's trading session. WTI futures too increased over 2.5%, and today trading session to indicate quite a significant jump up as far as crude oil prices are concerned. This is on the back of the fact that Russia indicated an output cut on the back of price cuts announcement by the G7. Now, coming to the Indian markets last week were ranked underperformers. The mid-cap and the small-cap index bore the brunt of very sharp selling pressure. That is going to be the key to watch out for this particular week, whether that particular pressure, mainly exacerbated by the fact that margin calls were triggered across quite a few broking houses. And today's trading session, Asian markets, not too much of cues to take in there. Quite a few markets are closed today. LGX Nifty is indicating a mild green start for our own markets.
Yes, it is. So not a lot of action in the global markets. Volumes thin as well. Vivek, thank you so much for joining us with all those cues. Over to Surbhi now. She's joining in with the stocks that will be in focus today. Surbhi?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for that. So I have a few stocks on my radar this morning. The first one is Suven Pharma, where CNBC TV18 news break is confirmed and Advent International is going to acquire significant stake in the company from Jasti family. As a part of this transaction, Advent will also be making an open offer to acquire additional 26% stake from the public shareholders. Next is Alkem, where the company is going to sell 8% stake in subsidiary Enzene Bio for 161 crores. The company is selling this stake to 8 Road Ventures and F Prime Capital. Tata Motors, where Delhi Transport Corporation signs a definitive agreement with Tata Motors subsidiary for operating 1,500 electrical buses. Quest Corp, where the company withdraws scheme of amalgamation with Allsec Technologies, which was earlier approved in June of 2022. SVJN, where the company expands its footprint in wind energy and it secures a 100 megawatt wind power project. And the tentative cost for this project is 700 crores. Welspun Corp, where the company commissions its state-of-art coke oven plant in Gujarat through Welspun Metallics, the wholly owned subsidiary of the company. And lastly, Restaurants brand Asia, where the company is launching its iconic US fried chicken brand Popeyes in Indonesia. The company aims to expand rapidly by opening 300 restaurants in the coming years.
All right, Surbhi, thank you so much for all those cues. And finally, Manglam is joining in with all the cues from the F&O space this morning. Manglam?
Good morning. So, this is the expiry week. It was a brutal day of trade on Friday's trading session. The Nifty actually in the last 3 sessions itself has, declined almost 670 odd points. The flows, however, don't capture that data because the FIIs, they sold a mild bit, around 707 odd crores. And that's primarily because institutional volumes are on the lower side as well. The DIIs went ahead and bought around 3,400 crores. Part of that is on account of a larger, a bunch of block deals as well. But importantly, in index futures, FIIs sold about 550 odd crores, added about 6,000 short contracts. And in index futures itself, from the start of the week where the FIs were long by around 59 odd percent, now their long exposure has dropped just to 44% and shorts have increased to 56%. What really captures the mood on the street is the way the FIs are selling calls. 1.4 lakh calls sold for just about 70,000 puts which are sold, and across 18,000, 18,100 and 18,200 we've seen open interest addition of nearly 1.5 crore shares. There you have the 18,000 call, almost 81 lakh shares added in open interest. 18,100 has 53 lakh shares added in open interest, and 18,200 adding almost 30 lakh shares in open interest. What this means is that every move on the upside will be faced with stiff resistance. It's becoming like a sell on rise market. The 17,800 put, which is about where the Nifty is right now, has seen some addition in open interest. for a premium of 100 odd rupees. So the first support that the bulls would be looking at would be close to that 17,700 mark. The put call ratio at 0.72 is oversold. Usually from 0.7 to 0.75 levels is where we see a bit of a bounce, but it's not necessary that there could be one. Importantly, the Nifty is now below the 20, 50 and 100-day moving averages. The Nifty Bank too is below the 20 and 50-day moving averages. In terms of broader long-term support, we'll be watching out for the 200-day exponential moving average on the Nifty, which is a little over 17,400, and the 100-day exponential moving average on the Nifty Bank, which is a little under 40,750 points away from here. Not to say that the market would go there. The SGX Nifty is indicating a largely flattish start, mildly in the green, but over the last few trading sessions, every time the market started in the green, we've seen a bit of a sell-off.